Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, she's an international superstar, and she's back on Wendy. Jennifer Lopez is here, talking men, movies, and everything in between. And see what secrets are revealed when we put her in the hot seat. Plus, all of today's juiciest hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
My co-host, my studio audience. Yeah. I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Guadalupe, is that you? Welcome back. When Guadalupe is in the building, you know her daughter Jennifer is here too. Nice to see you again. Yeah. Oh, so the Kim Kardashian selfie book cover has been released. The book is called Selfish. You might as well go with your strengths. And Kim says that Kanye inspired the book cover, and that's the book cover. Now, this is what I say. First of all, beautiful girl, right? And it's very, you know, it's kind of nice that it's more on the natural side with, you know, wet hair and, you know, only a little bit of makeup and stuff. Only thing I can't figure out is what's this right here? Because, like, you and I have that, but she's not supposed to have this because she's the one who puts herself out there as perfection. Like, don't you have this? We all, yes. What is that? What? Oh. What is that? Is that a sliver of fat? Which would make her like the rest of us, or many of us. And then why this random white towel? Like, what is the outfit? Like, I like the cover, but what is the outfit? I can't figure out the outfit, but that's the cover to the book. It's called Selfish. This company right here, Rizzoli, who's putting it out, they put out some very high-end books. So if you're planning on getting this book, the way I figure, and I love to collect coffee table books. There's nothing like a coffee table book. I remember when Madonna, my first coffee table book I ever had was Madonna's book, the silver cover in metal with the silver in the back, and she and Big Daddy Kane standing in one of the pictures like they were getting it in. And Madonna just looking nasty standing on the streets of Miami. Remember, she had a cigarette in her mouth at one point, naked. But I loved that book. And that book came out at least 23 years ago, and I remember it was $65. It was a big deal, limited edition, and I got one. Only it was cheaply made, like a binder, and all the pages started becoming loose and leafed. And falling all over the floor and stuff, but for $65, you pick it up and you tape it back together and keep it moving. So I'm thinking this Kim book is probably going to be like $95, $85. You have to figure it's a different day and time. Listen, there are a lot of people who would buy this book. Kim calls herself the trailblazer of the selfie movement. That's laughable, but that's true. Who do you know who started taking selfies and like really practicing and honing it in? That's Kim, right? Now listen. I don't want you to be embarrassed. I only want you to be honest. Clap if this is a book that you would purchase and display. recognize you from my Saks at the Short Hills Mall? How you doing? Well, the book comes out in May, and I suspect that there are more people in my audience that plan on purchasing it, but you might be slightly embarrassed. But it comes out in May, so there you have. Congratulations, Kim, on another coup. Solange, while she loves her big sister Beyonce, she doesn't seem to be a fan of all the attention that Beyonce gets when they're just trying to have sister time. Now, Beyonce and Solange, they took their kids to the park. Now, it wasn't just any park. It was Griffith Park in L.A. Now, I've never been to Griffith Park. I'm not really a park person. Confidentially speaking, I'm not really a nature person. So the idea that the boy is old enough now where I don't have to take him to that place with the grass and the squirrels running around, I mean, I love that. Like, we do things indoors now. But, you know, just because you're a mom doesn't mean you have to go along with everything that moms do. Like, you understand? Like, and I've shared this with you before. I used to feel guilty about some of my non-momish ways. Like going to the park or going to see, like, Shrek. And those movies. Ooh, glad those years are over. Anyway, Solange and Beyonce, they took their kids to the park. That's Miss Tina, their mom, here in the light blue. And apparently, Solange spots the paparazzi, and this is Daniel, Solange's son. But Solange doesn't seem happy about seeing the paparazzi. Here's a closer shot. And then Solange later tweeted, "Man, we should have gone to the movies. I wanted those paps to burn." Well, I understand what she's saying. It's kind of, I mean, you know, if your sister is Beyonce, it's got to be a real intrusion, anything that you do with her, because everything attracts attention that you don't necessarily want when you want time with your sister and your children. Do you understand what I mean? I remember reading years ago that Oprah said that there is nothing that she can't do being famous that she couldn't do before fame. And I venture to say, oh, sure, you can do everything you want, but what kind of interruption and intrusion do you get? Annoying, right? Like, if my sister were Beyonce, I'd be really proud of her, but I think that I'd have to see her under conditions. And the conditions would be, I'm coming over, but we're not going to order pizza, so, you know, somebody shows up at the door. I don't want to go out to the mall. I don't want to go to the park. Let's build a park in the backyard. Let's just stay in the house and bond with the kids. And, you know, and then somebody in our morning Hot Topics meeting said, well, you know, Wendy, if I was like Brad Pitt and I had two brothers, and my two brothers loved the rock band Rush. One of our hetero white staffers said this, okay? But on account of I graduated from Ocean Township High School, I know exactly who Rush is. So, you know, and I have two brothers, and my two brothers love Rush. I would love to get us 3 tickets and take them to the Rush concert, because I'm thinking, you know, while Rush is on stage, nobody's paying attention to me as Brad Pitt. I said, you're delusional, Brad Pitt. Everybody's paying attention to you. You're standing right there. What I think that I would do, you know, like if I was Beyonce, I would buy stuff like the tickets for my brother to go to the Rush concert, get them a car service, and arrange for them to go backstage and meet Rush. But then I would meet them at a bar on the other side of town later on. Like, I wouldn't want to intrude. Like, being this famous is intrusive. Does that, Guadalupe, does that make sense? Yeah. What'd you say, Guadalupe?
I said, I know exactly how she feels, because that look on her face, I've had it plenty of times.
You have your daughter, Linda.
Yeah, and I have Linda also.
And Linda is not as famous as Jennifer.
Yeah, but pretty much. I mean, when I go out with her, too, you know, it's intrusive.
Yes.
It's very intrusive.
Yes.
And you feel like all I want to do is spend a little time by myself just having normal conversation, and you can't.
Yes.
It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Yes.
So I know exactly how she
Thank
feels.
you, Guadalupe. Thank you. Okay. There's finally some good news for the long-suffering Jon Gosselin. Well, he's been unemployed for quite some time now. Remember, he was fired from the restaurant, and then he was fired from his IT job, and then he was evicted from his home, and now he's got a new job. He's a DJ. Listen. Well, here's the thing. I don't feel as though everybody can be a DJ, but I think one of the requirements of being a DJ is the ability to draw a crowd. Now, I like Jon Gosselin. Remember, he came here on our show, and he gave some very, very interesting conversation, and he was a really nice man. But I just think that being a DJ is a young man's game, and you can only be an older man doing it if you've been doing it as a young man and you're now a legend, you know, as an older man. Like, say, you know, worldwide legend, cool DJ Red Alert. You know what I mean? Who's now, like, 65 years old. Not 65, but you know, Red, like, you're older. But he's been doing it since he was really, really young. So then that's okay to have old man in the club then doing the music. But Jon Gosselin doesn't come from music, and he's 37, and I swear I thought he was older. I think it's the double chin. And then, no, listen, the stress of having all those kids and dealing with that Kate has aged him a little bit. He'd be like the old man in the club. And I can't picture, what kind of music does Jon Gosselin listen to? He's not listening to Ariana Grande and The Weeknd. He doesn't even know who those people are. You know, he's not listening to Action Bronson. He doesn't even know who that is. Like, what is... Rush. Yes, perfect, Rush. But we figure, well, maybe, and then where would he DJ? And don't say Atlantic City. I know Atlantic City is famous for attractions, but Atlantic City wants DJs like Paris Hilton and DJ Diplo and Paulie D. And even Atlantic City wants the same people, DJ Diplo and, you know, people like that. And then we said, oh, cruise ships. Perfect. Perfect. He's got a captive audience. Nobody can just jump on board and swim to shore. You're forced to listen to him. And he really is a nice fella. It's just that DJ thing, that's not you, man. That's not. But good luck, Jon. I mean, a man has got to do something for money. Yeah. Selena Gomez is attempting to send a very clear message to Justin Bieber, saying that she's saying that she's moved on. Okay, so Selena. I don't know. You know, after a man and woman go back and forth so many times, then you have to stop just looking at the man as being, like, we're quick to look at the man as being the one who's wrong. She's got to have a tick too, though. Do you know what I'm saying? A tick of crazy, a tick of something, like a tick of something, because they say birds of a feather flock together. So Selena posted a picture with her rumored new boyfriend. He's a musician. His name is Zed. And she posted a picture saying that she's missing him. And then Zed posted a bedroom picture of Selena and calling her his darling. Black and white just makes everything so much more dramatic, doesn't it? Dramatic. Now, here's my thought. And I'm a romantical kind of girl, but honestly, I feel as though she's 21, he's 20, and Zed is 25. Selena and Justin are too young to be so hopelessly, sickly, weirdly in love. Listen, shout out to all the young girls watching the old Miss Wendy show. All I'm saying is this is not 1914 when women had to stay home and we weren't allowed to vote and work and rule the world. We girls... I just feel like, you know, we women have so much stuff that we are able to accomplish these days due to the freedom of the bra burners before us, Betty Friedan and them, that we need to take advantage of that. And I think that falling so deeply in love for a man and letting him take you off your A game of career and keeping yourself together and dating often and dating a lot is doing a disservice to us. But with that said, I don't believe a word she's saying. I think that, like, by putting this on social media, she's trying to make Justin jealous. Justin and Zed have worked together before, so they know each other. I think she's trying to make Justin jealous. I think that Justin might care a tick, but he's also probably moved on to somebody else, and then he and Selena will be back together next week. You know? And also, one last thing. I think that bedroom pictures are too intimate. Like, I think that there's some rooms, you know, in your house that should be off limits. Just some rooms, and for me, it's the bedroom. Like, when people come over to your house, say you have a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan. If your friend needs to talk on the room for private, do you say to her, oh, well, go sit in my room? Or you tell her to go out to the hall? Or go in the bathroom, but don't be long. Or something. We've talked about this before. I said, I don't even like my parents, my mom and dad. These are the people who birthed me. I do not like them coming in the smushing room. You know what I mean? It's not a place that I like to entertain on account of, that is like the most intimate room in your house. And I know, like, my wardrobe stylist, Memsor, he always wants to do closet play at the house. And I'm like, no, because then you have to come into the room. No. So, how many of you do, by clapation, think that a bedroom should be off limits? Yeah. Anyway, keep clapping for Paula Abdul. The buzz is that somebody's wooing Paula for a new job, and I feel as though it's our duty to make sure this wooation works. Yeah. The people at So You Think You Can Dance want Paula Abdul. And if Paula takes this job, she would take over for Kooky, and I mean that in the best way, Mary Murphy. Listen. Here's the thing. Mary's been here before. She's a whole lot of ticky boom. She talks real loud, and, like, she's like all kind of people. Do you know what I mean? But apparently her contract has not been renewed. The show has been on for 12 seasons, and they want to mix it up a little bit. So they've got those two fellas there. Nigel and a guest judge. Yep. But So You Think You Can Dance is mostly a summer show. So, and summer TV, sometimes it's really hard to get people interested in it. But people are interested in So You Think You Can Dance during the summer. I think that Paula Abdul should do So You Think You Can Dance, because I don't know what she's doing right now. You know, good luck to Mary Murphy. The thing about Paula on Idol that was so good is that, you know, Paula's got a great personality when she's with the right trigger, which would be Simon. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Paula, for you and for the people at So You Think You Can Dance, if by chance you all are going to go ahead with this plan, I think that it's very important that Paula gets together with Nigel and the other judge for several weeks before first day of filming. That way they already have a rhythm of nuttiness and fun and family. Congratulations in advance, Paula. Hopefully you take this job. That's it. That's it for Hot Topics. But we've got more great show for you. Up next, superstar Jennifer Lopez is here. We're going to talk to her about sex, boys, and her new thriller movie, The Boy Next Door. Plus, we're going to put Jennifer in the Wendys Hot Seat. So don't go far.
On an all-new Wendy, we kind of got a reputation.
Hello, this is the Hot Topics show. It's what we do.
And Anthony Mackie.
I dressed myself in your stylist. There. Oh, no.
From superheroes to his star-studded new movie.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. Our first guest is a global icon. She's also the sexy new star of the new thriller movie, The Boy Next Door. Take a look. Take a look.
God, you're beautiful. You know that?
Oh, no, I'm...
Amazing. It's sweet. Natural. Sexy. So sexy.
Noah.
Please welcome the one and only Jennifer Lopez. You know?
Yes.
The last...
Thank you.
The last time that you were here, I forgot to give you shoe cam.
Oh, yes.
Yes, please, we need the shoe cam.
Okay.
Put both feet on there. There you go. And now, Jennifer.
Yes.
So funny. We had fashion trends from the runway in a fashion show that we had yesterday, and one of the things was the T-length skirt or dress.
Was it?
I
Yeah.
love the length.
I love it.
Beautiful. And congratulations, you got best dressed at the Golden Globes.
Yes, I know. Thank God it was worth it. That dress was a little heavy.
What's it made of? Metal?
No, it had like really intricate beading through the whole thing, and you see like it's so much material.
Is that your nipple popping out?
No.
What is that, Jen?
No, that's not where my nipple is.
I'm just asking.
That would be a low nipple.
A low-hanging nipple.
Coming out to the side. No, it actually was a piece of underwire. I didn't even feel it, to be honest, or else I would have fixed it.
Yes.
Obviously. Yeah, I don't know.
Beautiful. So.
Thank you.
And I love that your mother's here again.
Yes. By the way, I've been doing a lot of press. I've gone to every show imaginable, and this is the only one she comes to. She loves you.
I love that. We were talking about Solange and Beyonce during Hot Topics being in the park. And a few weeks ago, we talked about you and your mother being in the park in Paris, and your mom chased the paparazzi with a water gun. She holds her gun like a mom. Look, all up. Because all she wanted to do was spend time with you. But she's got to be used to it by now.
Yeah, well, we had a laugh that day. You know what I mean? It wasn't as serious as all that. But they were, like, hounding us. And it was, like, like a one day off. I was doing press out in Paris for music. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the park today. You read did you read the book?
Yes.
Yeah, you read the book. So I don't want to tell the whole story again. Yes. But basically, we just, I was like, I dare you. I dare you, if you wet their cameras, they'll go away. They'll be like, because their cameras are their life.
Your mom.
And she was like, I can't. And I don't even remember if she had said I can't do that, but she went and she did it.
Anyway.
And they ran. They were like, this is like,
I'll bet. I'll bet.
Solange and Beyonce need to get some water guns.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so I didn't realize, I was watching an HBO documentary, and I know you did it a few years ago, but they play it from time to time. I didn't realize...
No, actually, it just came out.
Did it?
Yeah, we filmed it during the tour that I did. That was like almost 2 years ago now. And, you know, they were with me the whole year I was on tour.
Yeah.
And we made a documentary for HBO, which just came out in this New Year.
Because, you know, you and your mother spend a lot of time together, but I did not realize that your mom, first of all, wanted to be a showgirl. So as opposed to telling Jennifer, stop shaking so hard,
Yeah.
you got a mom that's like, Jen, shake it harder for both of us.
Shake it, shake it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like that.
Right. She wasn't like a stage mom or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like she was trying to get me into show business. I naturally had the inclination, and she was very fun when we were growing up. You know, she used to dance a lot, and we all used to dance together, and she did. She loved to shake, you know.
Yes. Well, that makes it easy, you know, when she sees you shake.
Right.
She's encouraging you as opposed to being embarrassed.
She taught me, like, how to
shake.
Yeah. When I was young.
I love that. Now...
So I never saw anything wrong with shaking.
With shaking, yeah.
Shaking was very normal to
Yeah,
me.
to you. Uh-huh. Yeah. You do it like it comes
I
naturally.
and my show that way. Of course I do.
Yeah, shake.
It's crazy.
So the twins, Max and Emmy, they're now 6 years old, and it's a great picture of the three of you on the cover of the new People magazine.
Coming out this week, I think, yeah.
Jennifer,
Yes.
when I saw this picture, the first comment I had, and it turns out that everyone in the room had the same comment, you don't seem like an animal person.
What?
No!
Oh, no. I grew up with dogs. I grew up with 2 Irish setters, a Doberman, all big dogs. I have 5 dogs now.
Really?
Yeah. I love animals, yeah.
Because we see you outside a lot, walking around in jeans and a cool T-shirt and some wedge heels, wedge sneakers, but we never see you with a leash.
No. Well, they're always outside at the house.
Yeah, running around.
I don't have to, like, walk them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they run in the back.
Yeah, they run in the back all day.
Yes. So, just asking.
We have a backyard.
Yeah. So, if you recall the last time that you were here,
Yes.
I was telling you that I could always see you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
I remember you saying
Yes.
that. Yes.
Or, in my mind,
Look at that. Look at
or in my mind, getting together permanently with
that. Well, first of all, right, Pitbull, it's crazy. Everybody came alive. They all had something to say.
Yeah, everybody has an opinion.
Yes, it's funny to me.
So, but, all right, so no Puffy, but I see
No
you
Puffy.
in Pitbull. In my mind, that's a relationship. And...
That's a relationship.
Yes! Like, in my mind, because I know you work together a lot.
Yeah, we do.
But, you know, he's a very good-looking man. He always smells good. He looks great in his suit.
Yes, he does.
You're a good-looking woman. To me, when 2 good-looking women are near each other, we always talk about this on Hot Topics, I feel as though they've got to release tension before they can work together.
Right, no.
Do you
That
know?
did not happen.
And so you said something to the effect of, no, he's like a brother to me. He ain't got no time for me.
No, he has a lot going on, I think.
But-
He's got his hands full.
Well-
Let's just say that.
Did you read the Life and Style Weekly magazine last week?
I did, because it said I had a secret admirer. I had to look at it.
And it was Pitbull.
And it was Pitbull. And I was like,
He,
damn it.
Look,
I thought I had a new secret admirer.
no, it's Pitbull.
It was Pitt.
You should just
No,
run.
he wrote me. It was funny because it was his birthday not too long ago, and I was
wrote you?
like, happy
Wait.
birthday, Papa. And he was...
Wrote you?
No, he didn't write me. He, texted
Oh,
me.
text, okay.
And I said happy birthday, and he wrote back, and he was like, did you hear? I'm your new boyfriend. I said, I heard. I said, I know it's your birthday. Don't go cheating on me tonight. And of course he said, of course I will.
So this is not happening?
No.
Okay.
No, we're friends. It's
Okay.
like, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's no short list of suitors.
Right.
You'll be fine.
I'm doing okay.
In your new... Oh, yeah?
No, nothing's happening.
Oh.
You're such a girl.
I am a girl.
I know, I'm a girl too. I'm such a girl too. But
I-
no, there's nothing to report.
But that's what I like about you.
Right.
Like, getting to know you over the years, you know, as you loosen up and we have our conversations... I love that you're a girl. Like, through all your success,
Right.
there's nothing better than being spooned at night.
Right.
Right?
A good spoon
A
is
good-
amazing.
amazing.
By the way, better than anything else.
You can't spoon your money.
That's right.
That's all. Some people think that that's like a pathetic view. I don't think that's pathetic. I think it's being honest with people as to who and honest with
Absolutely.
yourself. Are you in therapy for this?
I have done therapy, and I continue to do it. Yeah, I've been working on myself a lot, especially over the past few years since the divorce and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that working for you?
It works good for me. It works good for me. Well, I feel like you have to find the right person.
Yes.
I feel it's like chemistry. It's like a good relationship.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
A good divorce has to have two good people working together.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a mess.
It is. The world has changed so much. I was thinking about this the other day. I was, maybe not to get into it, but I was like, God, it's so different. Like, you didn't hear about divorces so much when you were little, and now there's like families, and you have to deal with other people's kids, and then their partners and old partners and new partners, and it's like, it's such a different world. And it's like, I think about, of course I was thinking about it because I was thinking about my children, and I was like, how they have to deal with things.
And also Marc's new wife.
And how they're going to deal with all that. Maybe that was part of it too. How they're going to grow up and what's going to happen when they grow up. You're going to get me in trouble.
We can continue this line of talk. Up next, everybody, Jennifer's going to talk about her sexy new movie, Boy Next Door, so don't go far.
That was such a normal reaction for me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when we did that tape, because we had to shoot everything pretty quick.
How old is he in real life?
He's, I don't know, 24, 27?
Probably 24. Okay, there's a few things that you have to understand. First of all, that's Jennifer's new movie.
I'm like, wow, that's
it's on
a good
the big
picture.
screen. It comes out on Friday. She's not only starring in it, she's also producing it, her production company. And one more important thing that you need to know. Ryan Guzman, her sexy high school boy co-star, did his audition at Jennifer's house.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I like it, Jen.
By the way, I auditioned a lot of guys at the house.
I bet.
We did the audition because of the fact that we were producing it, so we just did it there, and everybody came, and the director came, and everybody, and the producers, and we just, had people come by and audition.
Funny, I picture you being more private than that.
Then what?
Yeah, having
people at my house?
Yeah, because the boys who don't make the cut now know where you live.
Yeah, I like to think that the actors that came to the house are more professional.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not just, it wasn't everybody off the street like, line up at my house.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
All right, tell us the premise of the movie.
It's like working actors already, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Premise of the movie?
The premise of the movie is basically about a woman. Her name is Claire Peterson, and she's very relatable, which I liked about this script. Going through a separation, thinking about getting divorced. Husband has just cheated on her, dealing with the aftermath of that, not feeling very good about herself. Boy moves in next door, befriends her son, who's about 17 years old in the movie. And he becomes enamored with her.
And then what happens?
And then, I'm not going to tell you everything that happens, but there becomes a moment where, she crosses a line, and then all hell breaks loose.
And
I won't even tell you, but the ending is so, like, you will be yelling at the screen. You know that?
No, this is my kind of movie.
Yeah.
And I'm black, so I yell at the screen.
Right.
I will be there. Let me ask you, Jen. In real life, is 24 too young?
It wasn't for me a couple years ago.
Yeah. Now, I love this. Are you and Casper still hooking up?
I'm single right now.
Okay. Because, we heard that he was out in Vegas New Year's Eve, and New Year's Eve is a point in time. It's like who you spend New Year's Eve with is who you're with.
I was working in Vegas.
But he was there to support you.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, in your new book, True Love, which I love.
If he was in Vegas, it was a thing, but I was working there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
And there was a lot. Yeah.
Let's talk about the book True Love, though.
Okay.
It's a very sexy book. You are really just wearing your heart on your sleeve, which, again, I love. Inside the book, you made a lot of revelations. All of them I can't go through right now.
Right.
But one of them, you write about the lavish gifts that men give you, including Bentleys, rare diamonds.
You would pick that part.
But I'm fascinated.
Yes.
And even doves. Who gives you doves, and how do they give them to you? And who's cleaning that mess up?
It was, and by the way, it was a mess.
I bet.
It was okay, I describe it. Did I tell you that story?
Yes, tell it again.
Okay. The story of the doves is, I had broken up with somebody.
Who?
I don't want to say.
Do we know the person?
Maybe.
Okay.
I had broken up with somebody, and they were, trying to talk to me, and it was that point where you cut it off and you're not talking to the person. You're like, no, it's over, it's done.
Right.
And I was at my house getting ready for an event, a big event. I don't know, it might have been the MTV Awards or something like that.
And it was light out, so you could see what's going on outside.
It was the daytime, doing hair and makeup, and my hairdresser, or Bay at the time, goes, oh my God, come to the window. And I was like, and I go, and the phone rings, and my assistant at the time, Arlene, who was my best friend since the second grade, came, and she was like, would you please just pick up the phone and talk to this person? And I was like, and they were like, look out the window. Miracles happen. Like, it was like that. Yes. And I was like, okay. So I go to the window, and as they saw me, the person who was in charge out there or whatever, saw me appear at the window. Yes. I guess that was their cue.
Yes.
And they released, like, hundreds of doves, white doves.
Oh, my God, I can't breathe.
Right, and I was like...
Oh, my God. Did it work? Did you go back with him?
No, it didn't work.
All right, and there's one more thing I...
No, but the aftermath was Halle Berry lived next door to me at the time. And there was, like... a few of them didn't make it, I guess, and her dogs, and it was a situation. She was like, there's doves in my backyard. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. So that didn't work. All right, two more things, Doug, and then we can go to the break. Did you give back the Bentley?
Yes.
See? Because that's what a girl does.
Yeah.
And one more thing. And the rolls.
And the diamond.
And the diamond. Yes. Did you give Ben Affleck back the rare pink diamond?
Yes, I did.
See?
I wish I had it.
No.
No, I wish I had it.
Okay, very entertaining.
Like,
Up next, we're going to learn even more about Jennifer because we're going to put her in our legendary hot seat. You don't want to miss it.
There are plenty of hot topics to go around. All new. Our first hot talk panel of the year sizzles. Beyonce is dressed like a pop star.
If you saw her last video, you're actually happy she's got this much clothes on.
From J-Lo's new movie, The Sexy Ryan Guzman.
Friday on an all-new Wendy.
Okay. It's about to get even hotter in here because Jennifer Lopez is brave enough to sit in her hot seat. You can handle this. You can. Okay. Jen, I have 4 questions for you, and we're going to start off with warm and turn up the heat to scorching hot, okay?
Oh, God.
Okay. All right, you can do this. Your 40-degree question. What's the most annoying thing a man can do in the bedroom?
I tickle. I don't like soft touch, like tickly. You know how people love to be like this?
Yes. Yeah.
Makes me cringe.
Got you.
Grab me. You're a man, for Christ's sake.
Grab me, yes. Okay, here's your 60-degree question. You're seduced by the boy next door in the movie.
Yes.
Which Hollywood star in real life would you like to be seduced by?
There's a few. I don't know. I wouldn't go so much boy. I would go more man next door.
Okay. Like, are you a Kevin Costner girl?
No.
Are you
more like Charlie Hunnam or Tom Hardy or, James Marsden.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I like that,
It's funny you're going for man when you like younger guys.
I liked one younger guy in my life.
Oh. And we're making that the story of your life.
It's the story of my life. I've always dated guys my same age, kind of. Okay? Can we just get that straight right now?
Have you ever dated like a man in his mid-50s?
Not much older. Usually around my same age. It's always been like Marc and Buffy, even Ben. We're all around the same age.
You want somebody who likes to kick it.
Yeah, I mean...
Not kick the bucket.
I like Young.
Yeah.
Young was good and fun.
Young keeps you young.
Yeah, and keeps you young.
Yes.
In a way, and I feel like I'm a youthful person.
Yes,
you know
yes,
what I mean?
yes, you are.
Thank you.
Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Okay. Jen, here's your 80-degree question.
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up with an ex after publicly breaking up?
Yeah.
If so,
And
who?
not once, a few times.
Okay. Well, this is what we say here at the show. Sometimes you don't want them back for a keeper, but when you want to have the sex, you go someplace
When you
that
have the sex,
well,
you're
you go someplace
familiar
where
with.
you're familiar with.
Yeah, there's different circumstances sometimes, but you know.
Ben?
No, I won't ever answer that.
You don't have to answer. We can look at your body language. No, I'm
gonna
playing.
get real still.
I'm not going to give you the business. All right.
You're gonna give me the business.
This is your last question, and it's your 100-degree question. Okay. Put your co-stars in order of best to worst kisser.
Oh, God.
I'll give you the names, and then you tell me. George Clooney, Josh Lucas, Matthew McConaughey, Ryan Guzman. So there's only 4 of them. George, Josh, Matthew, and Ryan.
Okay. Well,
best.
Can I start with the best at least?
Okay.
Not the worst.
Okay, the best.
We'll go best to not as best.
Okay. We won't say worst.
I would say Josh Lucas. I remember him being a really good kisser.
Good kisser.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I remember Ryan being a good kisser because I just kissed him.
Yes.
Not too long ago.
He's a good one.
And then I would go maybe... Who else was it?
George Clooney and Matthew McConaughey.
I would say Matthew and then George.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Jennifer...
Is that terrible? I'm sorry.
Your co-star Ryan
I didn't
might
say it was worse. I just said it was not the 4th best.
But your
Okay.
you don't have to clean it up. We get
Yes.
you. Look, your co-star Ryan might be a little upset that he wasn't your best kisser. So
Wait, he's number 2.
well,
of 4.
he's here to redeem himself. Ryan!
What happened? I thought I was number 1.
Jennifer, thank you so much for being here.
Got number 2.
Their new movie, The Boy Next Door, hits theaters on Friday. We'll be right back. Katie Scott, Teaneck, New Jersey, my audience eye candy of the day. Love.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
The dress is from Babies, and the shoes are Christian Louis Vuitton.
Beautiful.
1,200.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Katie. Here's your Diva fan. We'll be right back. If you're ever in the New York City area, come be my co-host. My studio audience is waiting for you. The tickets are free. Go to wendyshow.com. I guarantee you a good time, right? We'll be right back. Thank you, Jennifer Lopez. Thank you, my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, Anthony Mackie is stopping by. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.